Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Udapatagamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sargana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalita Shivishakam Vidamsya Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopiga Kanda Radha Kanda Namaste Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabano Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudhirayet Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Mukham Karudi Vachalam Pangam Langayade Girim Yat Kripata Muhammade Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyamesharam Yonda Pravishimamo Achimimam Prasuktam Sanjeevayati Akhila Chakidara Sudamnam अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं जयदं सुहृदो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दगतिः मत्सर्वस्य पादाम्बुजो राधामदनमोहनो तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं कमालवर्णं सुहृदावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं अजामहे भागवतस्वरूपं परमानन्दपाठाय प्रेमवर्षीयक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुते गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो Hare Krishna Hariam Tatsat. Welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 5th chapter, 38th slok onwards. Iti murti abhidhanena mandramurtim amurtikam yachate yatnya purusham sasamyak darshana puman. Iti murti abhidhanena mandramurtim amurtikam yachate yatnya purusham sasamyak darshana puman. Okay, Uma.
Hare Krishna. Iti murtyabhidhaneन mantramuurtim amurtikam yajate yaknya purusham sasamyak darshanah puman.
Okay, Sini Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Idi murtyabhidanena mantramurtim amurtikam yajate yaknya purusham sasamyak darshana puman.
Very good. Kapil Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dhanvat from Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Iti murti abhidanena mantramurtim amurtikam yatate yajate yagya purusham sa samyak darshanapuram.
Very good. Vivek Prabhu, translation, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thus, he is the actual seer who worship in the form of transcendental sound representation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who has no material form.
Very good. Thus, he is the actual seer who worships in the form of transcendental sound representation, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who has no material form. So, there is a general saying that the Lord has no form. Okay, Nirakara. So it means that Lord has no material form. He has a spiritual form which we cannot see with our material senses, material eyes. Okay, we have a spiritual vision, we can see it, just like how Arjuna could see the Virat Rupa. Okay, the Lord gave him a special eyes, special vision, spiritual vision. So that is what we have to understand. God has a form. It's not that he doesn't have a form. He has no material form. He is nirguna. It means that he has no material gunas. His guna is transcendental, beyond the three modes of material nature. Okay? His guna is not sattva, rajas, tamo. His guna is shuddha sattvic, pure mode of goodness. So this is what we have to understand. So God has no form, means he has no material form. He has no guna, means he has no material gunas. That is what it means. So thus he is the actual person, the actual seer is who worships in the form of transcendental sound vibration. What is the sound, transcendental sound vibration? Om. It's a transcendental sound vibration. Okay. So, and that is the actual, Omkara, Pranava mantra. So as far as we are concerned, Om is, it's what do you call it? It's not a primary this thing. So we have Hare Krishna mantra. In Hare Krishna mantra, we don't use Om because it's already there, built in. It's already built in. Om is already there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. But most of the Vedic mantra starts with Om. Okay, most of that. But in Hare Krishna mantra, it's a special case. It's called its Maha mantra. So Om Hare Krishna, we don't have to say. Okay. But Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. It's a pranava mantra. Om. Okay. So that is, and the impersonalists give importance to Tattvamasi. They give importance to Tattvamasi. And because that is what Adi Shankaracharya has interpreted. Okay. I am that. I am that spirit. But we are not that spirit. We are part of that spirit. Okay. We are not the supreme spirit. We are the individual spirit. So there's a difference between the individual spirit and the supreme spirit. Supreme spirit is Bhagwan. We can never become Bhagwan. So even if you say Tattvamasi, I am that Supreme Lord's part. We should not think that I am that means I am that Supreme Lord. We can never become Supreme Lord. We are always part and parcel. Okay? Part and parcel. Okay. Although part, so how do you explain this part and parcel? Prabhupada uses this term, okay, this phrase. We are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. So how do you understand part and parcel? Part means a portion. Okay? Isn't it? So why this parcel? Part and parcel? How do you
Because we came to this material world, Prabhuji.
Okay, so I am part of the Supreme Lord. Why Prabhupada uses part and parcel of the Supreme Lord?
Because we are different. We are part of the Supreme Lord, but we are independent. I mean, we are detached. We are independent.
We are not independent. We are not independent. We are dependent. Always. Part is always dependent on the whole. Part is part. A screw on its own cannot function. When the screw is fixed to a machine, it has a function. If it is detached from the machine, it has no function. Similarly, we are detached from the Supreme Lord. Now we are not functioning properly. Isn't it? We are not functioning properly. Our function is to enjoy materially. That is not the desire of the Supreme Lord. When we function in line with the desire of the Supreme Lord, we are functioning properly. Now we are not functioning in line with the desire of the Supreme Lord. So that's a mistake that we are doing. Okay. So part is, of course, it's a portion of a whole item, a tiny part of the whole item. Parcel is, it is complete unit. Parcel, although it is part, it is complete unit. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachade Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Avashishyade. Okay, although it is part, it is complete. It's a parcel. So parcel, it means it is full. So individual unit also it's complete. It's in its fullness. It is Satchidananda. Lord is Satchidananda, is the whole. The part of that Lord is also Satchidananda. It's a complete unit in itself. So it's not only part, but at the same time it is complete unit. So whatever emanates from the Supreme Whole is complete and perfect. Okay? It's not that being part, it is not complete or it's not perfect. No, it is complete. It is perfect, although it is a part of the Supreme Whole. Got it? That's why Prabhupada puts this or uses this phrase or this term, part and parcel. So the living beings are part and parcel of that Supreme Whole, Supreme Being, Supreme Person. Got it? Okay, so this is it. The Lord has no material form; He has a spiritual form. So our present senses are all made of material elements, and therefore they are imperfect in realizing the transcendental form of the Lord Vishnu. So we cannot see with our material blunt senses the spiritual form of the Supreme Lord. So we say the Lord has no form. The Lord has come in a material form, in a human form, or as the Mayavadi says that Lord is Brahman, and when he comes to this material world, he takes a material form. Lord is Brahman means a Jyoti, light, Shakti. And in the material world, he takes a form, material form, and comes in front of us, we can see. But it's not that. The Lord has a spiritual form, and the spiritual form is complete and perfect. One of the partial presentation is Brahman or the Brahma Jyoti or the light. That is a partial representation. Just for example, okay, Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagwan Idi Sabdyade. Okay, this font you all can see. You all can see. You can see this side. This is one part of it. This side you can see one part, and this side. Okay, so Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. So only when I use this side, the front side, I can utilize all the programs, all the apps. I'll know more in detail when I operate these different apps. So that is the Bhagwan aspect. The back, that's partial Brahman. The side, that is Paramatma, just for example. Okay, so when I use the app, I will completely use, I'll understand the whole unit. Okay, so Brahman is the Tejas or the light or the Shakti of the same Bhagwan, which is partial. The Paramatma is also the aspect of same Bhagwan, which are also partial. But the Bhagwan, just when I use the different apps in the mobile, I will know each and everything in and out of the mobile. So that is a Bhagwan. Just like the sun, the sun planet, the sun god, the sun planet, the sun rays. Three aspects. The sun god is a person. The sun planet is Paramatma. The sun rays is Brahman. So with our material senses, we cannot see the spiritual form of the Supreme Lord. Okay, that's why he has to come in a form that is suitable for our perception. Okay, that is suitable for our perception. Our perception is material. Our perception is material. So he comes in a form that is suitable for our sense perception. So he is therefore worshipped by sound representation by the transcendental method of chanting. So he can also be reached. He can also be perceived. He can also be accessed by transcendental sound vibration, which is the Yuga Dharma. So in this Yuga, Kali Yuga, what is the Dharma? How to perceive? We cannot see. We cannot see Krishna directly. First of all, we don't have spiritual vision. Nor Krishna is present now when we are living. When Arjuna was there, he was there present on the planet. We could see him. We cannot see him. We can see him in a deity form. But that's also made of Pancha Bhutas. But when it is made of Pancha Bhutas, so when Lord enters that, it becomes spiritual. So for our convenience, he manifests himself in matter. And he manifests himself in sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So anything which is beyond the scope of experience by our imperfect senses can be realized fully by the sound vibration. So anything that is beyond the perception of our imperfect senses can be realized by sound vibration, especially in the age of Kali by chanting the Hare Krishna. Person transmitting sound from a far distant place can be factually experienced. If this is materially possible, why not spiritually? So now we are all speaking. You are, staying in some part of the world. I'm staying in different part of the world. We are communicating. My sound is reaching you. Your sound is reaching us. It's a material way of communication, isn't it? This is the advanced technology of material scientists. So what to speak of this, Supreme Personality of Godhead? Is it not possible for him to listen to our prayers through sound? When I'm calling him Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even if he is not nearby, suppose he is in the Gaudaga or Vaigunda, he can listen. What I am speaking to you in India, you can, listen in UAE. If it is possible, why can't my prayers that is uttered here in this globe, can't it reach the spiritual globe? He is there in the heart. Even if for argument's sake he says he is not here, he is far away. Okay. So it is possible. Materially, if it is possible, why not spiritually? That's what Prabhupada says. If this is materially possible, why not spiritually? So this experience is not a vague impersonal experience. It is actually an experience of the transcendental personality of Godhead who possesses the pure form of eternity, bliss, and knowledge. So the Supreme Lord, his form is spirit, and that is full of eternity, full of bliss, full of knowledge. Sat Chit Ananda. We have a form that is made of Asat, Achit, Nirananda. Why Asat? It is temporary. It's not eternal. Okay. And why Achit? Our knowledge is not perfect. It has 4 defects. It is not eternal. Okay. And Niranda, we are not always blissful. Okay. Our happiness is short-lived. When I get a good meal, I'll enjoy it till the time it goes through the throat. Till then I enjoy it. Once it goes beyond that, I cannot enjoy anymore. Okay. The taste, the tongue only gives. The throat doesn't give the taste. When the food items is mixed with the saliva, the taste buds is generated and I get the taste of that food. But once it goes below the throat, I will not get any taste. Isn't it? Similarly, the bliss, the ananda or happiness is short-lived in the material world in sense objects. It is temporary. Okay. When I see the movie, I am enjoying. My eyes are enjoying, my ears are enjoying, my other, senses are enjoying. But the moment I leave the theater, that enjoyment is no more. It's short-lived. Whereas when I chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. It always remain. That bliss will always remain. And as we continue chanting, the happiness, the bliss start increasing as we purify our heart. It is one side the purification starts, and on the side the bliss starts. So as we gets purified, the bliss also starts increasing. So that's why it is said that Anandambudi Vardhana. In the material world, anything that enjoys sensually or mentally or intellectually, it is short-lived, it is temporary, it is flickering. But anything that is related to this Krishna, anything that related to the Supreme Lord, will always give more pleasure. It is long-lived, eternal, and it keeps increasing. So that's the difference between the material pleasure and the spiritual pleasure. So in the Amarakosha Sanskrit dictionary, the word Murti carries import of twofold meanings, namely form and difficulty. Therefore, Amurtikam is explained by Acharya Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura as meaning without difficulty. So this particular word Amurtikam, okay, it has dual meaning, that is form and difficulty. Murti means, Amurtikam means it's the opposite. The transcendent form of eternal bliss and knowledge can be experienced by our original spiritual senses, which can be revived by chanting the holy mantras or transcendental sound representation. Such sound should be received from the transparent agency of the bona fide spiritual master. When it is received in an authentic way, this mantra, then it has potency. It has to be given by a guru, a bona fide guru. Then it carries weight. It carries some qualities in that. So that's why there is a process from whom we should get the mantra. So mantra diksha is there. Okay, upadayana. There is a samskara, sacred thread ceremony. So the mantra is given. Sannyasa mantra is given. So such sound should be received from a transparent agency of bona fide spiritual master, because that spiritual master should be pure. We cannot receive a mantra from any person if he doesn't have that qualification to give that mantra. So it should be given by a bona fide representative Supreme Lord who is really in the highest position spiritually. That will gradually lead us nearer to the Lord. This method of worship is recommended in the Pancharatrika system, which is both recognized and authorized. The Pancharatrika system as the most authorized codes for transcendental devotional service. Without the help of such codes, one cannot approach the Lord. So this is as per the Pancharatrika Vidhi, this Diksha, okay, all these things are carried out. There are certain rules and regulations which we have to follow as given in the Shastra. Okay. So the Pancharatrika system is both practical and suitable for this age of quarrel. The Pancharatra is more important than the Vedanta for this modern age. Okay. So for this modern age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the best practice is to follow the Pancharatrika system than the Vedanta system, which is very cumbersome. The Vedanta system is very cumbersome because we have to very strict rules and regulations to follow, which is not possible in this age of Kali. Very, very strict. This is suitable, it's a tailor-made or custom-made to suit the people in the age of Kali. Pancharatrika or Bhagavata Vidhi. Bhagavata Vidhi is also what? Hearing and chanting. Okay, so any questions or any comments?
What is this Pancharatrika system?
It's a system meant for those who are following the bhakti path. By Narada Maharshi has given this. It's a Vedic system. That's what, Vedanta. Vedic system. It's usually the Mayavada followers. They follow that Vedanta. Okay, they are very strict Brahmanas, very austere. and they very meticulously follow that. But that is not the purpose of it. The purpose of following any rituals or any spiritual practices is to cultivate bhakti. If bhakti is not born out of these practices, then it's of no use. It will be shrama eva hi kevalam. So ultimately, we should come to bhakti. So in this age of quarrel, the easy method, the access, is to practice bhakti yoga, then jnana yoga or karma yoga. So jnana yoga, they are very, very strict in following the Vedic rituals and other things. But Lord doesn't, it is not ritual, it should be spiritual. You have to add SPI before ritual. So it becomes just ritual. No, we should add the SPI, then becomes bhakti, spiritual. So our aim, our goal is to develop or cultivate bhakti towards what type of bhakti? What type of bhakti it should be? Savai pumsam paro dharmo yado bhakti radhokshaje ahaituki apratihada yayatma sukha. Ahaituki, without any expectation, without any cost. Bhakti is causeless. Bhakti is causeless. It is, now bhakti cannot be caused by anything else except bhakti. So you cannot give bhakti to me, I cannot give bhakti to you. If I have bhakti, I can give it to you. If you have bhakti, you can give it to me. That means bhakti causes bhakti. God, the Supreme Lord, is not partial. He will not select some people and give bhakti. Really? The pure devotees also will not discriminate. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Astini Suni Chaiva Sopakecha Pandita Samadarshina. Okay? So Lord says, Krishna says that all the Pandita, the learned people, they are equal vision. They have equal vision. Whether you be a Brahmana or a cow or an elephant or a dog or a dog eater, they see. So how can they discriminate and give bhakti to only some people? There. And the Lord is also like that. Samoham sarvabhudeshu name deshusthi napriha he bhajanti tu mam bhakti amayite tulsa. So he is also samo aham sarvabhudeshu. He is equal to everybody. So he will not discriminate and give bhakti only to some. And nor the devotees will discriminate. Who will discriminate then? Who can cause bhakti? Bhakti is causeless. Ahai tu gi. So who can give bhakti then? The Uttama Adhikari cannot give. Lord cannot give. Your charity, your good, social work activities cannot give you bhakti. Then who can give bhakti? Bhakti is there inherent in everyone, but that has to be awakened. Who can do that? Because we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and we have a tendency towards the Supreme Lord. Our actual constitutional position is that we are the servant of the Supreme Lord. We are the, servant of the Supreme Lord. Mamai Vamse Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Jivera Surubohe Krishna Nityadas. Okay, that is there. But somebody has to awaken that. So by giving charity to others, by doing devotion, social services, okay, or the Lord cannot give bhakti because he is equal. If he is giving bhakti, he should give bhakti to everybody. Why to some? Why not to others? Similarly, that pure devotees will not. Then who causes bhakti in us? Who causes bhakti? So the Madhyama Adhikari. So Madhyama Adhikari discriminates. Uttama Adhikari doesn't discriminate. Lord doesn't discriminate. Madhyama Adhikari. So even if the person, the sannyasi or the spiritual master on the platform of Uttama, he comes down to Madhyama level, because in Madhyama he has prema to the Supreme Lord, Maitri with the same level of people, compassion, kripa to the lowest people, and upeksha to atheistic people, atheists. Okay, non-believers. Upesha means he is indifferent. He discriminates. So he discriminates whom to give, whom not to give. But is Madhyamadhikari giving the bhakti? No. The bhakti in Madhyamadhikari gives bhakti in other devotee. So even Madhyamadhikari is not the cause. The bhakti in the Madhyamadhikari's heart causes bhakti in the heart of other person. Okay, so bhakti is causeless. Bhakti gives bhakti from bhakta. So bhakti is caused by the bhakti of another bhakta. Okay, so all confused. So in brief, what I want to say, bhakti is causeless. It is not caused by any circumstance, by any person. From bhakti, you get bhakti. It's simple.
Chain reaction, Guruji.
Eh?
Chain reaction.
Yeah. So simple. So don't complicate. Why I said because ahaituki, savai pumsam parvo dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshate. Okay. Ahaituki means without any reason. No cause. It is causeless. So it is also, and we should not have any expectation. We should not do bhakti expecting some result. So there are two meanings. One is bhakti is causeless. Other one is bhakti should be done without any material motives. Bhakti should be done only to please the Supreme Lord. And it should be apradihada. Apradihada means it should not have any interruption in between. No interval. It should be constant. It should be constant. In any circumstances, bhakti should be performed. It should not be stopped. Who is the example? Our bhakti is, subject to conditions. At least my bhakti. Okay, I cannot say our. Singular I should use. Okay, it is subject. Why subject to condition? I will do bhakti when I am okay. When my health is okay, when there are no problems, I am totally peaceful. No other family problem, no financial problem, no health problem, no other problems, neighbor's problem, mosquito problem, dog's problem. No. When I'm perfectly okay, I'll do bhakti. That is my bhakti. But bhakti should not be practiced. Bhakti should be uninterrupted at all circumstances. Whether you are sick, whether you are financially broke, whether you have family problem, relationship problem, children problem, neighbors problem, whatever it is, at any circumstances, bhakti should not be stopped. That is what say apradhyata. No interval, no break, no stop. Who is the best example? Who perform bhakti in all circumstances, in all this trying situation? Who perform bhakti?
Hanumanji.
Prahlad Maharaj. What all atrocities did Hiranyakashipu do to him? Did he stop? Oh, he is troubling me too much. I cannot do that. I cannot bear that. And I will do bhakti later when I'm okay. Did he say that? When one devotee was asking after the class in the question and answer session, asked Maharaj, it's very difficult to stay with my wife. Very difficult. I cannot stay with my wife. So much difficult. So in that condition, I cannot practice bhakti. Then Maharaj said, are you undergoing the miseries that Prahlad Maharaj underwent? Are you undergoing that sort of miseries? Then Maharaj said, just tolerate your wife. How I am tolerating you. So that is why tolerate and continue doing bhakti. Don't stop bhakti at any circumstances. Miseries will come and go. Good time, bad time will come and go, because this is Dukhalayam ashashvatam. Krishna is clearly, told and stamped. So, depending upon our karma, we may suffer or enjoy in different degrees, varying degrees. Miseries is there. Problem is there any person without problem in this material world? In varying degrees, everybody is suffering, everybody is enjoying. Temporary, although it is temporary. So don't expect rosy things. There'll be problem. So what is the level of sufferings that Prahlad Maharaj has gone? Anybody in this world at any given point of time has suffered? No. But still, he did not stop. That is why it is apradihata. So haitugi apradihata. Then what happened? Yatma suprasidati. Our soul will be satisfied. All other things will give you flickering happiness, flickering temporary, satisfaction. But eternal happiness for the soul is when we develop the loving relationship with that supreme happiness. Okay? We have to develop that. We have to re-establish that lost relationship. We have drifted away from the mothership now. We are the small ship, baby ship. We have nobody to guide us, navigate us. The mothership has been gone far away from us. So we should be properly navigated and ensure that we are reaching the shore. For that, we have to again take up the bhakti process. Then the Supreme Lord and his authorized representative, the spiritual master, will become our navigator and will ensure that there will be a favorable wind. We will be very smoothly sail through the turbulent ocean and ensure that we are reaching the shore without any problem. So we need the mercy of the Supreme Lord and the mercy of the spiritual masters. Without that, it's not possible. We may progress, yes, without that, but we will not attain the ultimate goal of life. We may progress even if without that. But to achieve the ultimate goal of life, we need this. So that is why, the Pancharatra Vidhi, is the easiest process that can be followed in the age of Kali. Because that is Bhakti Marga, Bhakti Yoga. Others is ritual only, not spiritual. You have to come again higher, to the higher level. Okay. Anything else? Okay, we look at 39. Imam swanigamam brahman avetyamadhanushthidam adanme jnanam aishwaryam swasmin bhavam cha keshava. Imam swanigamam brahman avetyamadhanushthidam adanme jnanam aishwaryam swasmin bhavam cha keshava. Hey, Uma.
Hare Krishna.
Next.
Imam svangamam brahman avetyamad anushtitam adhan me jnanam aishwaryam swasmin bhavam cha keshavaha.
Okay, Sinimadaji.
Hare Krishna. Imam swanigamam brahman avetyamad anushtitam adan me jnanam aishwaryam swasmin bhavam cha keshava.
Very good. Kapil Prabhu.
Imam swanigamam brahmam avetyamad anustitam adanme jnanam aishwaryam swasmin bhavam cha keshava.
Very good. Okay, Kapil Prabhu. Translation.
Yeah. 1 second, Prabhuji. O Brahman, thus by Supreme Lord Krishna, I was endowed first with the transcendental knowledge of the Lord as inculcated in the confidential part of the Vedas, then with the spiritual opulences, and then with his intimate loving service.
Okay. O Brahmana, thus by the Supreme Lord Krishna, I was endowed first with the transcendent knowledge of the Lord as inculcated in the confidential parts of the Vedas, then with the spiritual opulences, and then with his intimate loving services. Okay. So, O Brahmana, thus by the Supreme Lord Krishna, I was endowed first with the transcendental knowledge of the Lord as inculcated in the confidential parts of the Vedas, then with the spiritual opulences, and then with his intimate loving service. So finally, intimate loving service. So communion with the Lord by transmission of the transcendental sound is non-different from the whole spirit, Lord Krishna. It's completely perfect method for approaching by the Lord. So by such pure contact with the Lord without offense of material conceptions, numbering 10. What are that 10 offenses? Which we usually read before chanting. 10 offenses against the chanting of the holy name. Anyone remember the 10 offenses? Somebody has it. You can read that. Okay. What is the first offense?
Blaspheming, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Blaspheming devotee. Then considering demigod to be equal to
To
supreme.
be equal to, yes, that is second. Yeah.
Disobeying the order.
Disobey the orders of spiritual master.
Blaspheming Vedic scripture.
Yeah. Yeah, please read.
Interpreting the holy name as imaginary.
Yes.
Or committing sinful act on
the strength of the holy name of the Lord.
Instructing faithless people about the
glories of the holy name. Yes.
Comparing the chanting of the holy name to pious activities. Being inattentive while chanting the holy name. Maintaining material attachment and
even
pride
after
in
chanting
the glories of them.
Yeah. So these are the 10 offenses that we should avoid. We should not think that these are all material sound vibration. Chanting the holy name of Lord is spiritual. It's not. Why the difference between the material sound and the transcendental sound? The difference can be perceived how, for example, the name and the substance, material name and the material substance are different, are not identical. Whereas the spiritual name and the spiritual substance is the same. So the name of the Holy Lord, the holy name of Lord and the Lord, they are non-different, identical. Whereas the name water, the substance water are non-different. I mean, different. They are different. They are not the same. They are not identical. That's why when I chant water, 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 water for the whole day, my thirst will not be quenched. Because it is not identical. It is different. Whereas when I chant holy name Krishna, 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 the purification, just say Krishna. Just say Krishna. All of you.
Krishna.
See, some spiritual credit is already come to your account. Why? Because the name Krishna and the Lord Krishna are non-different. Simply by chanting just one name, Sukurti, the spiritual credit has already entered our account. In the earlier days, Prabhupada, used to ask the people, his devotees, whenever after some programs, there'll be some reporters coming and publishing about the program, Hare Krishna program, mantra, rock dance, this and that. Different programs will be there. So there'll be reporters coming and publishing some article, sometimes on the first page also. Mantra rock dance. It was a big this thing that time. And there was some reporters criticizing about this movement. Then Prabhupada will tell, the devotees, no, Prabhupada, this is just criticism. No, we will not. No, you read the full thing. And Prabhupada will say, just see how many times they have written Krishna in that. So many times, because it's all Krishna. They've quoted Hare Krishna mantra. So how many times they've written Krishna, just see, they will get spiritual credit. Even though it is criticizing, simply because they have uttered Krishna or they have written Krishna's name, they will get. That's why many of the people you must have observed in temple, they will write Krishna's name, Rama's name in the book and they submit to the temple. Sometimes they write on piece of paper, they'll make it a bundle, stitch it together, and you must have seen in some temple, it'll be hanging from some trees and all this in books and pages and all. Right? So even writing, pronouncing that name, hearing that, remembering that, everything purifies our heart. So this is transcendental compared to material. So material sound vibration, it agitates our mind. Anything that is in passion or ignorance, or dasaguna or tamoguna, that generally agitates us. Okay? When we hear some, words, especially in some dialogue in the movie and all, in the mode of ignorance or passion, it agitates us. When we see something, it agitates our mind. Similarly, when we see or hear something in the mode of goodness, that also purifies. That has a good effect, even though it is material. Somebody is, reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. We are also associating. So I also will feel like reading it. Slowly and gradually, I will imbibe that quality. So in the mode of goodness, that's also will get that influence with whom we are associating. And in the mode of passion and ignorance, that's also influencing us. So we should try to associate with people in the mode of goodness, maximum. Although, because we are in the material world, we have to associate with people, but associate with such people to the extent it is necessary. Don't go beyond that. You have to put a Lakshman Rekha. Okay, back in the office, for the office work or for any other social needs, we may have to interact with people in the mode of ignorance and passion also. But draw a line. And we should not go into their court. We should bring them into our court. That's what we should do. So Prabhupada gave and went to the West and gave his association. He did not take their association. See, there's the difference, isn't it? He went to America, he gave his association to them. So they all became good people, first-class citizens, devotees, sannyasis, acharyas. He influenced them, not that he got influenced by them. He is a one-man army. He is a one-man army. And they, thousands of people, hippies. So this one person has transformed thousands of people who are totally in the mode of ignorance. Totally in the mode of, the highest degree of ignorance. So, because he's a pure devotee, he's a Uttama Adhyari. He did not discriminate there. But when it came for preaching, he came down from Uttama level to Madhyama. Then he discriminated whom to give, whom not to give. Initially, he gave everybody. It was an emergency. But later, then he puts conditions. So in the initial stage, he did not say four regulative principles to anybody. Only on the day or previous day of the initiation, he said, you have to follow these four regulative principles. They were all wonderstruck. No meditating, no. But then by the time he has already, won the confidence of his disciples or followers, they cannot say no. So first he gave gulab jam, full. Keep how much ever you want to take. Bharani, Bharani. He was filling, full. So it was kept how much ever you want. And so tasty. Prabhu's preparation, that's also prasadam. And he's, gave him sumptuous prasadam every day. He gives, he feeds, he cleans, he washes a plate, everything for almost a year. And he, he just made that relationship so strong. Whatever he says, then they will listen. So this is how he did it, with pure love. Otherwise, what was the necessity for him? This is compassion. Okay, so we should avoid the 10 offenses. The devotee can rise above the material plane to understand the inner meaning of the Vedic literatures, including the Lord's existence in the transcendental realm. The Lord reveals his identity gradually to one who has unflinching faith, both in the spiritual master and in the Lord. So we should have unflinching faith. We should not doubt whether this will work or not. No, we should have, yes, he is a pure devotee and he will deliver us. We should have that faith, both in the spiritual master and the Lord, and the process. After this, the devotee is endowed with mystic opulences, which are 8 in number. Okay, mystic opulences, Ashtasiddhi. And of all, the devotee is accepted in the confidential entourage of the Lord and is understood with specific service of Lord through the agency of spiritual master. So when we become pure, we'll be, will be invited, or they will make us the associates of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and will be given specific service through the agency of the spiritual master. A pure devotee is more interested in serving the Lord than in showing an exhibition of the mystic powers dormant. So although the pure devotee may possess mystic powers, but he will not exhibit that. Okay? Because he is more interested in serving the Lord in pure devotion. Others, the yogis, those who have mystic powers, will try to exhibit their mystic powers. But the bhaktas, although they may have mystic powers, they are least bothered over the mystic power. They will prefer bhakti than the mystic powers. So Sri Narada has explained all this from his personal experience. So Narada Maharshi is explaining this to Vyasadeva. Everything is from his personal. He has assimilated. So he has internalized it. He has realized it. He has assimilated it, and he has relished it. So that is how he's explaining this to Vyasadeva. It's not that it's only a theoretical presentation. It's not a theory, because he has practically experienced it. So there is no bar for chanting this transcendental sound by anyone, provided it is received through Narada's representative, coming down by the chain of disciplic succession or the parampara system. Okay. So this is coming in the proper chain of disciplic succession, or called parampara system. So we should take up this process, the sound vibration, the chanting, accept a guru, follow the sampradaya or the parampara system. Then we are on the proper path and we are progressing towards bhakti. Hare Krishna. So vancha kalpatarubdesya kripa sindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. I go Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hari Hari Bol. So we will, Hare Krishna.